reading, and the readings that I am doing for June are a little bit different. You can also order a personal reading exactly like this one. Well, not exactly like, it will be for you personally. So I'm using a nice, interesting concept here where we have a look at what it is that you need to let go of, what it is that you need to embrace. So what we do is we search the death card or the number 13 card in the deck. We see the card that's before it, we see the card after it. And I also pick the white lion cards to give us more in-depth ideas into what this is about. So you can order your own very personal reading of this type. You email me, theoracletimes@gmail.com. I will put my email address for the website or for my contact me below in the description box. And for $13, it's a steal. I will do that reading for you. So brilliant for this time. We're in eclipse season. We're in major shifts and changes at the moment. It's nice to get a heads up on what we should be letting go of and what we should be looking at and embracing in our lives. If you're stuck, if you're going around the same circles, if you just want a breath of fresh air, you just want things to shift a bit, or if you want to look at what is the most potential that's ahead in your life, where should you be looking at and what should you be embracing? So let's see, Pisces, for your June month, what the story is with us. So we look for number 13 card in this deck, which is the death card in other decks, traditional tarot decks. But in this one, it's called the release card, which I think is absolutely perfect. There we go. And that was quick and easy, Pisces. Sometimes I have to do a little bit of searching. Yours showed up quick and easy. Now we get the white lion cards for each of these tarot cards. It's interesting. Okay. Right. Okay. This is very interesting. Super interesting. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to read the center cards, which is the 13 release death card, and what is actually the prevalent sort of energy that's in your life at the moment. Now, what's interesting here is with that release card, you get mating. There's some kind of collaboration going on here, some kind of, could possibly even relationship, the core focus of your attention at the moment. That relationship is a love relationship, something that you do, okay? And not in a bad way. It's just that your focus, your energy, your enthusiasm, your attention is on a specific person or a specific thing. There is a mating going on, okay? Now, if we look at what you need to let go of in order to move forward from here, especially if you're stuck in the same cycle, you see yourself repeating the same story. Most of us do actually. And you feel like a change, or you feel like something new in your life, whatever it may be. You get life experience as what you've got to let go of. This is letting go of belief systems that no longer serve you. The Cubs card comes up with that. What is this? Sorry, guys. I have explained before, I will explain again. I live in the bushveld in South Africa. I'm surrounded by wildlife. It's absolutely amazing. My internet is not great. It is just something we have in this area because I live in a very area. So I want to do these videos. You serve you, okay? They were installed in you when you were young. You heard people saying them. You heard your mom and dad saying them. You heard your grannies and grandpas saying them. You heard your aunts and uncles saying them. You heard their friends saying them. You even heard your friends saying them. It's time to check in on those belief systems and actually say to yourself, now, why is that true? Because I've experienced that. Probably because you would have heard that before and believed it. But I need to check in why. Why do I believe that? Do I even like believing that? Is it true? Do I see the whole world out there having that same experience? Probably not. So check in on some core belief systems that you have that have stuck with you because you remember your parents saying it. Maybe you don't even remember them saying it. Maybe it was aunts and uncles, grandparents, whatever the case may be. But you were young when they were installed in you, and it is time to let go of them. There are typical ones that I could repeat, okay? But I'm sure you all know what they are. So check in on those belief systems that you have. They're entrenched beliefs. They're not like superficial beliefs. And you need to check in on them and think, but hang on a moment. It's not serving me. It's not for my higher good. I often see people, that belief system doesn't seem to apply to them. So check in on that, because what you need to embrace now, the person with a war heart, the king of summer is, I actually read somewhere, it's like almost the typical Buddha, always happy, always relaxed. Stuff comes at them and they just, it's cool, I can deal with this. I have what it takes. It will all work out in the end. So possibly that core belief is fear-based. They usually are. Core beliefs are normally fear-based. And you need to let go of that for now and take that attitude of, you know what? When I need the advice for the situation, it's going to come to me. Open my heart, be more willing to open my heart, and let me embrace what life brings for me. And let me indulge in my creativity because that is part of my new path. Father figure comes up with that, and isn't it interesting we get the King of Summer and the Father figure? Now, the King of Summer would be your ultimate father figure. In other words, they are relaxed, they are kind, they tolerant, they smile, they know how to deal with everything, they have the means to just coast through everything. So that's something, an element of yourself that you need to embrace now. And if someone should step into life with those characteristics, and whereas before you would have said, oh, look at that person, they just don't take life seriously. How can they possibly succeed with that kind of attitude? Well, they have and they do. And you need to embrace this within yourself as well. This characteristic is within you. To be calm, relaxed. What comes, you think, it's okay, I'm wise enough, I can deal with this. And if I'm not, you know what? The universe will provide the answers for me. And to definitely deal with things in a creative manner. Creativity is very important at the moment. It's coming up for all star signs. It's coming up in many personal readings at the moment as well. And creativity is basically, I will always say, for me, my creative process, as many of you will know, I paint and draw. I sit down and I think I want to do that. And I start drawing it out and I start doing it. I have no clue what I'm doing. It is as it's going, I work through it. And as the challenges come up with what is happening, and believe me, there are plenty, I think, okay, let me try this, let me try that. I never panic. I never abandon. I never think, oh, this isn't going to work out. Actually, at points I think, I don't know. But it does work out. Because of the attitude of, well, let me see what comes next. Let me see how to deal with this. Without the fear-based, it's not going to succeed. It isn't right. I'm not doing it right. This is not how it should be done. When we have those thoughts coming to the process, it is not creative. Creativity is a complete open-heartedness. Right, let me see. When it comes at me, let me see how I'm going to deal with it. Let me see what the universe brings to help me deal with it, because it will. So that's what you need to embrace in life, is that kind of attitude. And I know many Pisces can do that, and I know one or two Pisces that are brilliant. Susanne, if you watch this, you're one of them. Okay, so that is the Pisces main part of your reading. Now we will go on to your relationship reading. And like I said, if you would like your very own personal version of this reading, which is specific to your life story and what's going on in your life, then please email me at theoracletimes@gmail.com. For $13, I will do the reading for you. It's a giveaway. Okay, now let's have a look at relationship reading. What's happening for Pisces in June of 2022? Okay. June 2022 for Pisces. Right. All right. Okay, definitely a story here. Let's see which white line cards come up with these cards. Huh, okay. Okay. And okay. Interesting. Right. So we have retreat and we have the Chiron card. In other words, you yourself or your relationship or relating in general needs a little bit of time out. You need healing time. So this could be you that needs to spend time alone. You need to retreat from the relationship realm, from dating, or even a little bit of time, you and your partner, if you can, spend time in peace and quiet somewhere. There are trees in this picture, so I always say go somewhere where there are trees. Trees are amazing. They're just so healing. That energy is unbelievable. Because it's healing time is required. And sometimes the only healing that is required, or the only method that is required, you can do many other things, but just being quiet a bit in nature can do wonders for healing things, for restoring balance, for bringing back perspective in what is going on. So that healing is definitely required in your relationship realm at the moment. What is going to happen, and synchronicity comes up with this, is there's a conversation coming up in the month of June with a prospective partner or an existing partner. Synchronicities work. In other words, the universe is bringing it to you. This is a heart-to-heart conversation with someone. You get the opportunity to have an in-depth talk with somebody that could possibly be important in the future or is already important to you. What's interesting here is this is soulmate and camouflage. So the instant story that comes up with this is you've kind of been keeping a low profile, or they've been keeping a low profile. One of the two of you has been keeping a low profile within this relationship, whether it's about to blossom or come into your life or it's an existing one. But this is a soulmate. It might have been really low still life. So there is a, it might just be beginning now or unfolding, whatever this relationship. But you've definitely, I know you had synchronicity in here as well. You are definitely approaching a moment in time or a period in time with this partner that was written into your story. So it's going to be very fascinating to see what comes up next month for you guys, okay? But it's been kind of low-key, kind of been under the radar for now, but it's about to evolve into something more, okay? So maybe the person has been under the radar, keeping it low-key. Perhaps you don't even know yet how they feel about you. But there is a conversation coming up, and you don't have to worry about them because it's going to happen all by itself. And this will then bring this person out of the long grass or how they feel about you out of the long grass. But it's soulmate stuff. Right, Pisces. So that is your reading for the month of June. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for liking, watching, listening, subscribing. I genuinely appreciate it. Also, I'll just a reminder again, if you would like that first part of the reading, a personal one like that, please email me at theoracletimes@gmail.com. I'll do that for you for $13. And wishing you hugs and blessings for the month of June. We'll speak again soon.